Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's attractive. And unfortunately, there still is that stigma of against the LGBTQ plus community. 70% of the WNBA is black. A third of the players are in the LGBTQ plus community. And we have to do something about that stigma in this country. I think that people have a problem with basketball playing women.
We must pray for anybody that still watches The View in 2024. How is this show still on air? We're back with the hands, y'all. We're back with the hands. I hate to break it to you, but I got to break it to you. Yeah,
I was ready, they didn't have my back. They were petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
Man, oh man, beautiful people. My beautiful patriots, my brothers and sisters around the world. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. And just want to make this clear. Disclaimer, this is going to get real disgusting, you guys. And thank y'all for bringing this to my attention and letting me check this out and react to it with you guys. But man, y'all know how I feel about the race card and all the slander, the hate, especially when it comes to The View. But man, I want to let y'all know, man, everybody on this channel is loved and accepted. We do not see color. We are all bleed the same, man. I don't care what you look like, what you smell like, what your skin color is, where you're from, what age you are. On this channel, you are loved and accepted. And that's one thing we have forgotten in this society, this world, especially in America. I encourage you guys to spread the love, man. Please spread the love. We are living in some dark times, y'all. Memorial Day is coming up, a very special day, and we're going to continue to spread the love, man. Happy Memorial Day to you guys. And I hope y'all have an amazing weekend so far. But let's jump straight into this one. I want to send a huge shout out to Jennifer for bringing it to my attention. Jonathan, so I think it was Samantha that sent this as well. And Lee, shout out to Lee. And there's a couple more y'all I still didn't mention, but I know everybody was asking me to react to it. Check out, you know, the Caitlin Clark situation. So thank you guys for bringing it to my attention. Let's jump straight in. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and just know that I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. We got to spread the love, man. We have to. It starts with us, man. And like I said, a lot of things wouldn't even exist or haven't even taken place if we knew how to spread the love. And we must pray for anybody that watches The View in 2024. We do not know how it is still on air. The crackling hands, man, the hands. And I told y'all all the hate, all the disgusting things that they say. I mean, it's disgusting, y'all. It's sick. I told you it's bigger than the Trump hate. I'm telling y'all, man. And now we see everybody understanding what's going on. You know, even the people on the other side are like, man, I even stopped watching The View. But let's jump straight in. And I know this one's coming from my brother, so I know the video is going to be good. Link will be in the description box down below. Make sure y'all go check them out. But let's check it out.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.
Well, they're gonna hate you even more now.
Hey, they can't do anything to me.
They gonna hate you though.
Hey, they can hate on me, but that mailman better be in my damn house the 1st and the 15th for another year.
Let us continue our discussion of.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about the liberal women in the mainstream liberal media and in the WNBA that are trying their best to tear down Caitlin Clark. Now, I don't understand why they would do this from a financial perspective, considering how Caitlin Clark is essentially single-handedly saving the WNBA. Okay, nobody really gave a damn about the WNBA until she was drafted, and now the WNBA is getting a lot more viewers. It's getting a lot more attention. It's a lot more relevant than it has ever been because of the star power that she brings to the league. Now, with star power comes a lot of hate and jealousy, okay? And the typical suspects are hating on Caitlin Clark, basically claiming that, well, she's popular because she's white and she's straight. Essentially what they're saying is that the reason why the league wasn't as popular as it is now with Caitlin Clark is because of racism and homophobia, right? That is what was holding the league back. And Caitlin Clark being white and straight is the reason, or part of the reason, why she has become so popular and why the league is now benefiting is because they have a white straight savior, right? And again, this is the argument that was essentially made by Sonny Hostin on The View with the Cackling Hens. Take a look.
In Harlem when I was 5 years old. So I remember loving the game, and the game not necessarily loving women back, right? At all. And the WNBA started in 1996. First games played in 1997. It's 2024, and we're just really now talking about it. And so if Caitlin Clark is the vehicle that will bring this sport that I have loved so much and so long to little 5-year-old girls playing in Harlem, I say yes, bravo. I have no problem with that. With that being said, I do think that there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege. And we have to acknowledge that. And so the part of it is about race, because if you think about the Brittany Griners of the world, you know, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay, not because she was black, but because they didn't believe in the WNBA.
This is part of my point. So now, you know, Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's attractive. And unfortunately, there still is that stigma of against the LGBTQ plus community. 70% of the WNBA is black. A third of the players are in the LGBTQ plus community. And we have to do something about that stigma in this country. I think that people have a problem with basketball playing women that are lesbians. Who cares? They are great athletes.
Well, you can't tell a lesbian unless he tells you she's a lesbian. Well, it's not like you look over and go, oh, there's one. You don't know.
They're pretty open in the league, and I'm happy that they're open in the league.
Yes, but
yeah, so I don't think that Whoopi realized that she was accidentally pushing back against Sonny Hostin. Maybe she actually was, because Whoopi actually said some things that made sense as Sonny Hostin was spewing her racism and homophobia narrative about why the WNBA wasn't as popular as it is now with Caitlin Clark. Because when Sonny brought up Brittany Griner as an example of, I guess, bigotry, right? In regards to why she had to go to Russia to play. Well, the real reason is not because she's black, okay, as Whoopi correctly pointed out, but Whoopi was incorrect to say that, well, she went to Russia because she wasn't getting paid enough in the WNBA. No, she went to Russia because she was greedy. That's why, okay? Because in my opinion, you are paid what you're worth here in the United States of America. The market has determined that WNBA players should only get paid, what, maybe a few $100,000 a year if you're a top player? And quite honestly, considering how low the league's revenues are compared to the NBA, and the fact that they're being subsidized by the NBA in order to survive, it wouldn't exist without the men's league. I mean, hey, a few $100,000 a year might be too much, right? Again, these players are pretending that $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year is unfair. When I'm like, nah, that's very fair, right? That's very fair for the amount of revenue that your sport brings in. It is what it is, okay? So she went to Russia because of greed, okay? She didn't go to Russia because he wasn't being paid enough. She had sponsorships. Brittany Griner was well off before going to Russia. She just wanted more money. She made her own decision. But again, if there's so much hate and bigotry from the United States of America and black women are treated so terribly, then how the hell did Brittany Griner get back? Brittany Griner got better treatment than the straight white Marine Paul Whelan, right? We gave away a Russian arms dealer nicknamed the Merchant of Death in exchange for a black lesbian woman, right? A WNBA player. But yet these women are trying to pretend like black women are treated so bad, right? Because of their race or their sexuality or their gender. It is ridiculous. It is nonsense. And that's what pisses me off about these people always complaining so much. Only one group of people, right? The people with the most powerful Infinity Stone of wokeness get treated better than black women do in this country, okay? Black women in this country get treated better than almost anybody else. But yet they try to pretend like they're so oppressed. But again, that's the playbook. The better treatment you get, the more you cry victimhood, right? And then you pretend like you're being oppressed in order to continue to get the benefits, okay, of this oppressed status. This is what they do. And it's just so funny to me because you have corporate America, DEI, right? Anti-racism. That is quite literally a subsidy to black women. Every DEI leader in corporate America, for the most part, is a black woman. They've created a whole department, okay, that causes nothing but hate and division within corporate America, within our government, literally as a gift to black women, right? Black women that get advanced, useless degrees, okay, because they go to school, they get these silly degrees, right? Like, for example, a gender studies degree or some African history degree, right? Something they really can't do anything with.
Be real.
But all of a sudden, they can get jobs in DEI and diversity. Again, who benefits more from DEI initiatives than black women? Nobody. It is a gift to them. A whole gift. But again, these people claiming oppression. Oh, well, nobody wanted to watch the league because of black lesbians, right? Again, it's like Whoopi said, nobody can tell if you're a lesbian unless you tell them, right? Nobody really knows. Because I definitely had no clue what Caitlin Clark's sexuality was before all this, right? I just assumed that, I don't know, maybe she could be straight, maybe she's not. But it didn't matter. Yep. It didn't matter. I had no idea she was straight, okay? I don't know at all. But again, apparently, according to people like Jamel Hill, okay, and Sonny Hostin, race and sexuality is part of the reason why she's so popular. And that's problematic. Again, this is what Jamel Hill said. Caitlin Clark owes some of her worth as a marketable WNBA player to her race and sexuality, according to former ESPN host Jamel Hill. The Indiana Fever player took the country by storm the past year after setting all-time records for scoring during her senior season of college basketball and becoming the #1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. Clark's success has since garnered massive media attention, with thousands attending her games and millions watching from home. She also signed a lucrative $28 million Nike sponsorship deal shortly after graduation. However, the LA Times wrote Clark's success, quote, draws questions of race and equity in a league comprised 70% of black players and nearly a third comprised of LGBTQ players. Okay, so here we go. Here's the narrative being played up.
Here we go.
Oh, well, it's not fair for the straight white woman to get all this money, even though she's bringing in money to the league, right? Even though she's marketable, okay? It's not fair for her to get all this money and for the other players, mainly black lesbians, for them not to get money, right? Again, it's just, it's frustrating. It really is. They do this every time. Quote, We would all be very naive if we didn't say race and her sexuality played a role in her popularity. The athletic writer Jamel Hill told the LA Times, quote, while so many people are happy for Caitlyn's success, including the players, this has had such an enormous impact on the game. There is a part of it that is a little problematic because of what it says about the worth and marketability of players who are already there. Yeah, I mean, they're not that marketable. But again, it's not because of their skin color. Because if their skin color has something to do with it, then we wouldn't have the most marketable and profitable athletes in the world being people like LeBron James or Michael Jordan, right? I mean, the most popular, well-paid athletes in the world, a vast majority of them are black, okay? They're black. Well, why is that? It's because they happen to be at the top of their sports. Skin color does not have anything to do with your popularity overall. Now, again, will there be some people out there that's going to cheer on Caitlin Clark because she's white? Maybe, but I think that is a minority of people, right? I think the majority of people are cheering her on because of her skill, because of her personality, because of the way she plays the game. I have never seen a WNBA player that basically is like the women's version of Steph Curry, right? That's what she is. Steph Curry, pretty damn popular in the NBA, okay? And he's black, right? He's black. He's pretty popular. So you get a woman who basically plays like him, and all of a sudden she's popular. Maybe it has something to do with the way she plays the game. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that she's very entertaining, okay? And just something about the way she carries herself adds to that brand. And brands feel like they can make a lot of money off of that. The other WNBA players, I can't say they're as entertaining to watch. Sorry. It is what it is. That's how capitalism works. Hill specifically called out brands like Nike for playing a part in ignoring more diverse players, arguing that, quote, black women are often erased from the picture. Again, so they're trying to pretend like this is something that is being done because of race, and that's just not true.
It's ridiculous, man.
I mean, listen, Nike is in the business of making money,
Always
right? They're going to sponsor whoever they feel can make them more money, okay? If they feel like they can make money off.
And that's business. It's the way business is. It's the way business works. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They know they're going to get it off the back end. Just the way business works. It's nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with. Told y'all, man, we are living in some dark, dark times, man. We are living in some dark, dark times.
Off of an athlete, it doesn't matter what skin color they are. All Nike knows is that, hey, we see green, right? That's the only skin color. That's the only color they really care about when it comes to these athletes.
They see green.
Green. That's it.
That paper.
That's it. And with Caitlin Clark, there's a whole lot of green there. With all the other WNBA players that I can't really name off the top of my head, not a whole lot of green, right? Why? Because I can't really name them off the top of my head. They're not household names. Not enough people watch the league. People don't care enough. But again, what really, really, really bothers me is the fact that this woman, Caitlin Clark, is single-handedly saving this league, okay? She's going to get a whole lot of these black women paid, but yet these people are still boohoo, whining, and complaining. They're not even smart enough to shut the hell up and to allow this woman to be successful so that the black women that you claim you care about so much can benefit. But no,
Preach.
They can't help but play the race card. They always want to play the race card no matter what.
Always.
Again, it's sickening. Quote, there's plenty of room to highlight and celebrate Caitlin Clark's popularity while also discussing ways in which not to erase black women from a league that they have built and continue to build. Hill said, well, what have they built? What have they built? Right? I mean, what they built so far is an unprofitable league, a league that nobody gives a damn about. So again, they don't deserve to get paid just because they play or just because they were a part of the league from the beginning. Nobody cares. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Nicole Melton, co-director of the Laboratory for Inclusion and Diversity in Sports at the University of Massachusetts, also described Clark's popularity as pushing a comfortable image. Quote, Caitlin fits a very comfortable narrative for a lot of people in the United States, Melton said. She comes from the heartland. She's an amazing talent. She's also a white, straight woman, right? There's not a lot of things that would make people feel uncomfortable with that person being successful. Wow, incredible stuff. The LA Times article followed similar comments from Las Vegas Aces center A'ja Wilson earlier this month when she suggested Clark's race is a factor in her popularity. Quote, I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people may say it's not about black and white, but to me it is. Wilson said it really is, because you can be top notch at what you are as a black woman, but yet maybe that's something that people don't want to see. Again, explain Serena Williams. Somebody please explain to me Serena Williams. How the hell did Serena Williams become one of the most popular tennis players in the world? And we're not just talking about among women. We're talking about among men and women. Period. How did she become one of the most popular tennis players in the world? Household name, and she's a black woman. According to these people, it should be impossible for that to happen. Should be possible. Again, these people make me sick. They really do. I can't stand them. Wilson added, quote, they don't see it as marketable, so it doesn't matter how hard I work. It doesn't matter what we do as black women. We're going to be swept under the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is. Yeah, I mean, well, if you are living life like that, seeing everything from a victimhood perspective, then you will forever be a victim. Okay, and at the end of the day, you know, these people, if they're not careful, they're going to ruin the best thing that ever happened to them because of hate and jealousy, right? That's what's happening. They're hating on Caitlin Clark because she's white and she's more popular than they are, okay? And to me, it really is a damn shame.
That's what's wrong with our society now. That's what's wrong now. That's a huge problem.
We're still having these silly conversations in this country when these people should just be grateful. Be grateful that WNBA is actually getting the attention that these women have been begging for. But again, because the attention is coming due to the fact that a white straight woman happens to be the most popular player in the WNBA and she just got into the league, oh, they're upset. They're boo-hoo whining and crying. Okay, well, again, I personally think that they're going to end up ruining this, right? Who knows? Maybe this could all be a part of the drama, right? To get more people to watch the WNBA. But I just think they should be grateful. And I think all this race hustling, okay, this boohoo whine and crying bigotry because this woman is more popular than all the other women in the WNBA, I think it's silly. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like.
Sickening, y'all. But y'all comment down below, man. I love you guys, man. And again, we are living in some dark, dark times, man. Dark, dark times. And again, I don't know how y'all can sit and watch the view, the spew, the hands. Nothing but hate, slander, just disgusting things. And then most of the time, don't even know what they're talking about. But I love you guys, man. Remember to spread the love, man. 2024. The rates are at an all-time high, man. Depression, suicide rates, anxiety, PTSD. You never know what somebody's going through, what somebody's battling, man. And we gotta love to love one another, man. So much negativity and hate and jealousy and just it's being spreaded, man. For real. I encourage y'all to spread the love, man. Happy Memorial Day. It's a very special day coming up in a couple hours. Y'all have an amazing rest of the weekend. Take care of yourself. I'm wishing nothing but blessings, more health, safety, wellness, and all you guys' life, your family's life, man. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.